What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with a love and marriage Huntsville extra, honey. We got Miss Melody Cherie, honey. She gets to talking about her friendships, well, I should say her former friendships, honey, with Tisha Scott, Miss Codependent. She ain't got her own brain. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, y'all know that's her little theme song. And then, honey, we got Desperate Destiny, honey. Okay, yes, honey, yes. So Melody did an interview, honey. I'm going to play some of that audio, and Miss Robinson, honey, will be in and out with her commentary.
So then it makes me feel, okay, so what are we trying to do here? You know, because unfortunately, I think people like to try to have an issue with me because they feel like if I have an issue with Mel, then I become more relevant. You know what I'm saying? So it just threw me. And then after that, so this whole
She talking about Destiny, y'all. Okay.
Reunion happens. After that, I actually didn't know that my room was next to Destiny's. I didn't know that. I had my team there, so I was busy ripping, running, doing stuff, getting ready for the reunion. And I overhear Letitia say, which means you were loud, through my room. I'm in my room packing my stuff to leave. And I hear Letitia's like, yeah, because Mel is a Scorpio. And I was like, who over there? Wait a minute. Wait, what? You know, I was shocked.
What did that mean? I didn't understand that. Like, what did that mean?
Yeah, I don't know. You'll have to ask them.
Okay.
What all their conversation entailed, I cannot tell you.
Okay.
It doesn't even matter to me. I'll be honest with you. It doesn't even matter to me. What matters to me is that initially, because I went and knocked on their door. You know, I was like, y'all might want to lower your voice because your conversation can be heard down the hallway.
What was the reaction when you said that? Like, how did they react?
Well, they were like, oh, what you hear us talking about your crazy ex-husband? That's what Destiny said. And I said, well, I heard the conversation from the Rudy to the Tootie. That's what I said. And so after that, you know, me and her ended up corresponding and texting. And she was like, you know, I don't know what you thought you heard. I don't know what's going on, da, 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 da. But then when we got back to Huntsville, so we scheduled to sit down and meet. So when we got back to Huntsville, her exact words while we were eating, were, well, I'm not going to lie, you know, I was talking a little shit about you, but I was in my feelings.
Oh, you know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up. That's that part of Menace to Society, honey, okay? Where that scary man said that to Cain. So Destiny knew she was wrong. See, if you know you're wrong, you're going to say something like, well, you know I was talking shit about you. I was agitated. These two are not friends. That's not how a friend behaves. Everybody making a big deal because Tisha's cousin was at Melody's party. If her and Melody are still cool, then why not? Hell, Destiny and Melody, they're not cool, and her ass didn't mind going over there to, you know, be cool with Tisha. What's the big deal? Okay, tomato. Okay, like, Tisha shouldn't be mad at Melody for that. Tisha should be mad at her cousin for that. It's your cousin that owe you the loyalty. But see, sometimes you may not be that close with family, or family already know that you full of shit. And honey, Miss Robinson thinks it's the latter. Okay, I think that Tisha cousin, she know more, you know, about Tisha and Marceau than the rest of us, honey. Okay, she know that man ain't no good. She know her codependent cousin go stick right by her man. But I told y'all what irritates me about Tisha is she has all this mouth for women. And I think Tisha represents something that I strongly disagree with within women. Like, I cannot stand the codependent women that suffer from internalized misogyny where, you know, their man could go out here and treat them any kind of way. And there are no consequences or repercussions for that man's actions. But when it comes to a woman, you know, she, you know, got all this damn mouth, and all of a sudden she knows how to stand up for herself, and, you know, she's holding the woman accountable and to task, but not her man. Make it make sense. Okay, Miss, what is it, 16 years and not a word from your husband? Okay, Put all that energy into that man. Go and reel that shit in. Shout out to Nene Leakes. Nene said that, honey, on one of the reunions. I think she was talking about Kenya and Cynthia. Yeah. Yeah, that was that season where Cynthia, honey, was sitting by Kenya, and Cynthia wanted to do the old flippity flop on Nene, honey, at the reunion, and wanted to try to be besties with Kenya. What was that, season 6? That reunion? Oh yeah, Miss Robinson ain't forgotten. Look at you, Cynthia, look at you. Twirl got rid of you, honey. Okay, traded you in. Okay, she said, I don't need to be your friend no more. But, honey, back to Love and Marriage Huntsville, honey. Okay, I'm still waiting for the damn love, honey, when it comes to this show, honey. Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is it, honey? Okay, shit, can we get some okay? Melody girl, go on and get you a support dog. Look, take a page out of Kimmy's book, honey. Go get a damn dog. That may fix the goddamn problem. Okay, shit.
She was like, I was kind of myself. I said, well, look, this is my thing. I said, you talking in any shape, form, or fashion negatively venting to someone that I really ain't that cool with, we're trying to rebuild something. I don't know how I really feel about that. So after that, I was hoping that I could get over it. Like, I still was trying to move forward, texting her, talking to her here and there, like hoping. But then the more I thought about it, how sometimes you have a conversation and later on you get to thinking and you like, I should have said, no, I shouldn't. You know what I mean? It was one of those moments. It was like, okay, so the more I thought about it after that, I was like, coupled with the other things, I was like, nah, this ain't good for me. This ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
And so that's what it was, that's what it was. And that's how it happened. I have no question, ain't no doubt. And that's why my stance is what it is.
Someone just asked, like, was your sit-down conversation filmed? Was that like a girlfriend chat that you two had?
No, this was no cameras were here at all. It was like maybe within a week, maybe after the reunion.
Did you ask her why she was feeling some type of way? That's why she...
Well, I know why she... So let me say this. I don't know if we discussed why she was feeling some kind of way at that moment. We probably did. But she already expressed at the reunion why she was feeling how about our friendship, which was because she felt like she wasn't really getting as much from me as she had been getting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. And this is how I feel about it. That's fine. Like, people start feeling certain ways all the time. But I think that even if you're venting, there are just certain people that I wouldn't even vent. If there was something going on with she and I that I wouldn't vent about, like my pajama party, everybody was asking about Tisha and Destiny, why they weren't here. You know why? Because I hadn't already gone to them and shared with them what had gone on. Because to me, it really wasn't nobody's business, to be honest. It really wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't roll like that for real. Like, if me and you have a falling out, have an issue, I'm not going to run to everybody just to talk about our fallout. Somebody asks me, I'll give an honest answer. And then, even then, it's still going to be a little surface. Mm-hmm. I'll give the details with that person. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So really quickly, guys, let me weigh in. I'm going to say way more in my review of Love and Marriage Huntsville for this week. So stay tuned for that. But some people are speculating that Melody can't keep any friends. And, once she gets what she needs from her friends, she kind of just dumps them off to the side. Now, this is from raggedy ass Martell Holt. Okay, he actually says on the episode that, once Mel is done for you, you are dismissed. And he also made the comment saying that, he doesn't lose any friends. But I'm like, motherfucker, you done lost a whole ex-wife, okay? Which is one of your biggest bags, honey, because we all know, honey, Miss Melody S. Holt was the brains and the beauty, honey, but behind the Holt and Holt business, okay? So, child, bye. he just child hook-headed be trying it, honey, but Miss Robinson ain't here for it. Then there's the argument that, Melody, Tisha and Destiny, girl, they are on the same show as you. They have the right to talk, right? I'm not saying Melody and Tisha shouldn't talk, but I feel like if Destiny is really Melody's friend, any issue she's having with Melody, she should keep for Melody. I feel like Destiny is insecure and Destiny wants more from Melody that Melody can give her. I just don't see them as like having a whole bunch in common, to be honest with you. I think Melody is kicking it with Kimmy this season because she sees Kimmy as being mature. Is Kimmy an Aquarius? She just gives me this aloof energy, but in a good way. Like, I'm not going to get too involved in that. Like, we know Kimmy will speak her mind, but she don't hold on to shit like Destiny and Miss Codependent. She ain't got her own brain. Okay, she's not like them. There's some maturity, with Kimmy. I respect her. I respect her and Mel more than any of them. So, there's just so much speculation about this friendship, but in my honest opinion, they don't have much in common. In order to be friends with somebody, you have to understand where they come from, and you can't take the things that they do personally. Melody has 4 children. I told you all. That translates into 10 damn kids. That's 10 too many. Child, Miss Robinson be over here with her 1, and I swear it feel like I got 2, guys. I don't know how the hell my mammy did this with 3 kids. Okay? That's why her ass was out traveling all the time. I get it now, honey. Look, took me to be grown to get it. Okay? How you doing? But yeah, it's just, Melody has a lot on her plate. She's singing in the studio, doing the property preservation courses, got a co-parent with hook-headed, she's filming this show. Like, it's a lot on her plate. And I know too, honey, I work in mental health. I'm a small business owner and I have another job I do, guys. So, and I am a mother, I'm an author and, I have a lot on my plate too. Not even as much as Melody. And you guys, I'm a water sign. I'm a Cancer. I need my space. I need my time to myself. Y'all know I love talking to y'all in the comments. But, I need time for just me and to, have a day or two where I do nothing and, where I just relax, watch a movie. And Melody needs that solo time too. What she don't need is a bitch that don't have a life of her own. I think I think Destiny needs to start dating, guys. What do you guys think of that? Like a man maybe fix this since La Barbecue wasted your damn time. You let that fool waste your time. Don't you let his big ass back up in that house, Destiny. Okay, because you really is desperate if you do that. Okay, leave the barbecue honey at that door. Okay, shit, don't be giving him no marriage after the divorce. Okay,
That's kind of what it was. That's kind of what it was for me.
I really thought last season you and Tisha were in a better place.
I did too.
Better than I think I have witnessed the last 2 seasons. So what do you think happened during this season for her to have the reaction like you said she did?
I can't tell you. I have no idea. That's what I'm telling you. On the reunion stage, I was shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was definitely shocked. Let me be very frank. I'm very straightforward, very if I'm cool with you, if I'm kicking it with you, you'll know. And if I'm not, you'll know. So last season when I was, I invited her to my home a couple of times. Yes, it was filmed, but guess what? I could have said, no, she can't come to my home. We don't have to meet out. I also, I invited her to all of them to my video premiere party. I even took my team to Black after my video release party last season. We could have gone anywhere in Huntsville. Took them to Black. I supported and sponsored the Destiny race. These are things that I was genuinely doing. Yeah. I've been to Black even multiple times outside of, going there after my video premiere party, showing support. Hitting Tisha up, hey girl, I want to come through. You think I can get a section tonight? That kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So the reunion and the energy was different. I didn't understand. It was different from her and from Destiny on the stage. Both of them kind of hit me like boom, boom, So then I get a boom, 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 boom.
I'm laughing at the boom, boom. I'm not laughing. I'm just like, I
gotta give you something funny, girl. Something funny to laugh about.
So in the conversation with Tisha and Destiny did mention that you called Tisha the enemy, I think it was the enemy. Did you call her the enemy?
I ain't gonna lie, girl. I don't remember if I called her. I know I definitely said something about an op, and I don't know if I said the term enemy. I ain't even about to play. We'll see. I don't remember.
No,
I may have, but look, I may have. I don't know. I may not have. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't remember. I know I said talking about me with an op. I don't know if I said enemy, but girl, we'll all see.
Is there any hope, for your friendship between you and Tisha, or is it? Because I know Carlos said you guys are still filming, so I know you guys.
I don't think there's any hope for Melody and Tisha to be cool because they were always on a footing of Tisha is jealous of Melody. Melody is the girl that Tisha wishes she could be. And hell, even Marceau wishes he was married to Melody. I can tell by how he look at her. Okay, I do think he cares for his wife, Tisha. I'm not saying he don't love her at all, but I think that is something about Melody that intrigues him. Melody and Tisha, they just were never strong friends. There was a lot of jealousy. When this show first started, Melody was out doing a lot, accomplishing a lot, and networking and socializing, meeting a whole bunch of people and trying to get Tisha to come out of her shell, right? She was trying to get her to come out of being a stay-at-home mom. Okay, so she was trying to help you with that transition, Tisha. You copied off of her something about your podcast. The name of the podcast is something that, what is it? The Blueprint or something. Melody gave you that terminology, right? Like Melody said that you took it. You never gave her credit. The biggest way, you guys, somebody is jealous of you is they will start copying off of your ideas. I had it done to me. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like you're dealing with a friend. Okay, you cannot be friends. I don't give a damn what nobody say with somebody that's so jealous of you and somebody that is in so much competition with you. And I want to do this. And with Destiny, I feel like they were never strong friends because I feel like if they were strong enough friends, they both would fight for the friendship a little bit more. There's no fight. It's kind of like, yeah, you stop calling me and it's like, girl, I'm busy. I'm tired. I got to take time for me. Destiny don't understand that. Melody don't understand where Destiny coming from. Do you see what I'm saying? If these people was really friends, there would be some understanding. Can we communicate? Okay, can you hear what I say? All right, there would be some of that, and there's none of that. It looked like they don't have a lot in common. The only thing that they have in common is Martell. Now that Martell is over with, I'm sorry, people come into your life for a season, a reason, whatever, the pastime, I don't know. It looked like now that chapter is closed with Martell, now Destiny can get back over there with Martell and La Barbecue and keep being his side chick, ex-wife, whatever the hell part she's playing. Destiny need to get her priorities in order. Okay? And quit with this, I got big dick energy. No, the hell you don't. You got weak pussy energy. Because guess what? La Barbecue wouldn't be at my front door. La Barbecue wouldn't be coming up in that house if I'm left on assistance after I married his big head ass and had his damn baby. You done birthed the baby, went through all the goddamn labor pains, and this fool filed for divorce 3 whole weeks, okay, and not a word from La Barbecue, okay? Child, make it make sense. It's just the disrespect, honey, of it all, honey, okay? These women is better than me, okay? Because Miss Robinson would be a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Okay, I will break these fools off with something proper like, okay, how you doing? Shit, y'all know I don't play. But yeah, I don't like how the men do the women on this show. They always screw them over, and I just feel like if you are to get married, if you are to combine identities, and if you are to make children together, live together, like it need to mean something. You know, you need to get something out of it. Look at Melody. She had to file for bankruptcy and shit in her divorce. You know, she had to walk away from businesses she can't do with her raggedy ass husband. Do you see what I'm saying? Marceau and Tisha, she got to beg him for shit. You got Maurice over there lying by omission, leaving shit out. Okay, Kimmy got a goddamn support dog that she'll be breastfeeding soon enough. I mean, goddamn. They can't even have a baby together, but they gotta have this dog together. Okay, like, child, it's just too much for Miss Robinson, honey. And Lewis and Tiffany, we still getting to know them. I think people are waiting on this huge scandal, honey, from the Whitlows. Say it ain't so. Come on, Big Lou and Tiff. Don't disappoint Miss Robinson, honey. I'm trying to hold out hope for somebody up in here, honey, okay?
But is there any hope? Is there any opening for conversation?
No. I don't have a desire. I've never had this many sit downs with any of my friends in my whole life as I've had to have with Letitia. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of good on that. And as you guys will see, you know, I know you guys see the whole brawl almost or whatever that happens, and that started with, again, back to that whole energy thing. You imagine walking into a place being excited, hey y'all, hey everybody, and you got this person who don't even speak, very rude, and then they're like, who talking about me? It's just, no, I'm good. Nope, no thank you, I'm good.
And what about you and Destiny? I see that she supports, she's been like reposting or liking a lot of your skincare, your music.
It's very interesting to me, to be honest with you. What's interesting is sometimes I feel like, my intuition be so crazy and on point that it's almost, I ain't gonna say it's a curse because it's not that by any means, but it's very interesting. So what I will say is, definitely somebody DM'd me, you know, where she shared my song or whatever. Mm-hmm. My phone number works, and I didn't get a text from her to say, hey, congrats, the song is great. So there's a difference between doing things for the gram and doing things in real life.
Right, that shit seems fake to me. Yeah, I wouldn't be cool with Destiny. Destiny comes off, you know, kind of needy. Like I said, I think it's time for her to date. That's fake as hell, though. Like, if you keeping your boundaries from somebody, ain't that what she said on the show? I'm gonna keep my distance, you know. Well, then don't repost her song. You don't have to be supportive of her, Destiny. If you don't like how Melody is moving, you gotta stand in that. You can't be wishy-washy and reposting shit. You sending out mixed messages, okay? And that translates to Melody as, honey, I can't trust you, okay? I think they both need to move on. They do. Now, some of you all have mentioned to me you feel like Melody used Destiny because, you know, Destiny took up for Martell. And no, not Destiny took up for Martell, but when Martell and Melody would get into it, Destiny would mainly have Melody's back. And, you know, and Melody liked when Destiny, you know, fought her battles and was up her ass. And don't think that that's what happened. I don't. I think that these two were never really friends like that, because there would be some type of passion to work things out, and it just don't seem like it, at least on Melody's part. I don't even think that Melody, and I told you all this, Melody don't like Destiny like that, because Destiny is not all that likable. Destiny moves covert. Destiny is the same one that hid her divorce from Melody. Destiny hides information from you, but she wants to be all up in your business. And there are different personality types out in the world that really go around acting like that. And I don't like people like that. I can't trust you if you behave and move in that way. Destiny is always snappy, like she has this attitude. I don't know. I didn't like all that shit last season with Tiffany. I felt like she overreacted. I got Destiny getting upset that, Tiffany said some things, and it messed up her birthday dinner. I get it, but it just seemed like, you know what? I don't like you, Tiffany, and I think I could bully you, because Tiffany isn't super hood, okay? There are some women that's like that, like, oh, I'll drag you. Oh, I'm going to be aggressive with you because you light-skinned, and I know some of y'all like, well, both of them light-skinned, but some women are like that where they know a Tiffany, and they feel like they can punk her, treat her any kind of way, where Tiffany will explain why she said and did what she said. She'll apologize. Do I think Tiffany is perfect? No. Can Tiffany be messy? Yes. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I haven't, seen Tiffany do some things, that's kind of suspect. But hell, you're on this show. I want to know more, T, about Maurice and Kimmy. We didn't have shit on them, but, the little shit that, they was showing us. But I feel like Maurice and Kimmy, they be trying to live vicariously through Martell and Melody and Tisha and Marcel. And they want to be the favorite couple and slide under the damn radar. And Tiffany said, honey, not today and tomorrow. Don't look good either. I got some tea on y'all, kid. Okay, how you doing? So I think, that's more or less what that is. I think that Melody feels like Destiny is mean-spirited. Destiny is very jealous and possessive. Like, she didn't like how Melody was defended. Well, you just always defend her. We tend to defend people we like and we understand. Oh, did I say we like? Okay, if I like you, I'm gonna come to your defense. I understand you. If I don't understand you, I feel like you pissy and you upset and you bitter for no damn reason. Like with and I'm not at all saying that Destiny doesn't have the right to react to certain things, but be honest, guys, Destiny has a way of overreacting to things. She overreacts. Check out when they was out of town. Just replay that whole scene where they was out of town, and then she had told Tiffany, oh, I'll drag you in Las Vegas and here and there. And then she even got smart with Tiffany and said, well, damn, why you just now coming to Vegas? You ain't never been. Like, she gets smart, right? It's that first floor, one-sided bullshit that I tell y'all. And not only do men reside there, raggedy, toxic men, raggedy, toxic women, they reside there too. Because it's this tone where I could say whatever I want to you in whatever tone I want to. You better not say anything back. Because after all, I know you can't fight. And I know you're not going to curse at me. And I know you're not going to do this. And I have went through that with some women and they found out the wrong way. You guys, you all will laugh at a lot of experiences I've had where people was like, oh my God, you look so pretty and innocent. But when you opened that mouth, it felt like I was talking to my mom. I said, I know, honey, looks are deceiving, honey. Miss Robinson fine as hell and would cut your ass out. How you doing? Okay. I know they was like, this bitch crazy. Okay. I feel tricked, bamboozled. Okay. But honey, I like the package that I come in because I look all friendly and shit in the face. All right. Oh, yeah. I look like the all-American girl, the girl next door. But honey, fucking with me is like fucking with a hot stove. Okay. And I will burn that ass if you burn me first. How you doing? Have a nice day. There's your customer service. That's a new line I've been working on. It didn't land? Okay.
So I see through all that, and I think that's some of the issues people have with me is I don't play them with fake games, you know. And in terms even the skincare, she ordered that just a few days before her interview with you, where she made sure to say that she ordered it. Yeah, girl, gotta go. Just about, I think like 3 days before the interview with you.
Oh, she talking about that interview. Oh, okay. I think that Destiny, it kind of sounds like she's like trying to build up this narrative of, oh, I support her. What sign is Destiny? Put it in the freaking comments. Did y'all tell me? I'm getting Aries. Does she have any Aries in her chart? And I think some of y'all may have told me Taurus. Taurus are sneaky and they move covert. The dark-sided ones, they do. Okay, Taurus is a good sign. They're pretty stable and you can count on them. But, honey, the dark side of Taurus, child, boo-boo, oatmeal pie face, child, you ain't seen nothing yet. Okay, so, oh, yeah. I can see it.
So my point is, people be trying to play in my face and I see it and they don't like it because I see it. That's what it is.
So, are we going to see, like, I saw in a preview there was a sit-down conversation that turned to, like, an argument. I think it was an argument in a preview. Are you guys having another sit-down conversation in this upcoming, like, episode? Do we see another one? Or, like, is this, like...
Between...
Say that again?
Between who?
You and Destiny.
Oh, Destiny and I? Oh, okay. So, yeah, Destiny and I have a sit-down conversation. That's solo. Well, not solo, just she and I. And then there's some conversation that happens with us all at a group at something. So,
how you? All right. I don't want to push too much because this is only the second episode, you guys, so you have to watch. But I think we got to the Destiny, Tisha, and Mel, at least as far as we can get to this point. And then we also saw the conversation that you were having with Kimmy, as far as the picture posting that happened. And I did see an interview that you had, I forgot which interview it was, but you mentioned that there was a scene that didn't get seen because there was a little backlash that you received as far as like the conversation that you were having with Kimmy about Maurice, if he had cheated in Atlanta, like what's she gonna do if she finds out like he cheated. And you mentioned there was more to the conversation that you two had, but we didn't get the chance to see.
Yeah, I mean, the conversation between Kimmy and I, people are going to nitpick and pick apart the things they want to pick apart and run with what they want to run with based on who they feel like they like, which typically are some people they ain't met yet in life, but that's okay. So, what I would say is, I asked Kimmy some of the same kind of questions that I would ask any girlfriend, even if it wasn't being filmed on TV. So, girl, what you gonna do? I mean, if it is you, what you gonna do? What you thinking about? Like, do you think it's true? Like, what girlfriends, something like that happens? What girlfriends ain't gonna ask they homegirl when they out, like, girl, I'm checking on you, are you good? What you gonna do if it's true? Like, but, it's the same kind of conversation to me Kimmy and I have always had. We've always been very much so straight shooters with each other. If you go back and watch, I've had many of conversations with Kimmy where she asked me tough questions. Well, how long? Wait, so you mean it's been multiple times that you caught him cheating? She asked me those questions.
Yeah.
And were they pleasurable? No. But I sat there with her and answered them and didn't dare get offended. It didn't bother me. So I find it interesting that when you have someone else who also doesn't mind asking certain questions, all of a sudden people think it's a problem. I can't please those people. I'm not a people's pleaser. I guess it just is what it is. I ask the questions that I want to know, and if you say something that leads me to think about something else, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say it and ask it.
No, I get that, but, and y'all know I love me some Melody S. Holt, but I just feel, I don't know. I just kind of feel like it's never a person's place. Like, even if you're thinking that, if you hear shit about my man, you can ask me how I feel, what's going on, what do I think. Don't ever ask me if I'm leaving, what you go do if he cheated. That ain't none of my business. We all know how this goes. Melody, in your situation, it was a bit weird because you was catching the shit. You had firsthand information on the girl, the way she sounds and the way she looked. You ended up meeting her, and you was providing customer service, okay? And I told y'all, you don't ever do that. You act like that bitch is at that cemetery, okay? Or cremated, baby, okay? I just don't, and I just don't agree with that. And I know from personal experience myself, I didn't go through any infidelity, but I know people would be like, okay, so you having problems in your relationship. Are you leaving? Are you doing that? Like, goddamn shit. Can I think about that? I need to process that. When I'm ready to make an announcement, I will, but by all means, you can ask me how I'm doing, do I have all the facts about the situation? What could you do to help me through this trying time? To me, that's, being a friend, being supportive. And I get it. Kimmy was probably asking her stuff about Martell, but see, we didn't see that. See, as viewers, we're only kind of going off of what we see. And we saw Melody say, well, what you go do? You go leave him. Now, some people have the mind state of, oh, should she just leave him because he cheated? Like, I don't have that mindset. I feel like this. I told y'all, I feel like most of the men on this show ain't shit. I would not be surprised if any of them have stepped out and cheated. I'm being honest. But I also don't believe or feel anybody should leave their marriage based on what a outside bench warmer is saying. Coleslaw. Her ass is on the bench. She's unhappy with her situation with Martell. Shit didn't pan out the way she thought it would, okay? So I'm looking at her perspective, her fake ass suicide attempt or whatever she did on social media. I'm looking at all of that, and I just feel like if you are in a marriage and you are happy, then fuck what everybody else is saying. Fuck what happened in the past. If you are happy. Now, we know damn well Tisha ain't happy with Marceau. It looks like Kimmy is satisfied enough with Maurice. Do I think she's completely happy? No, she got a goddamn support dog, okay? But I don't think she's where Tisha is where I'm coming from. I just don't feel like anybody needs to break up because of what anybody is saying, especially some side chick that's bitter, is my point. Like, she is the one that concocted this whole storyline. Her and Marceau came to us with the bullshit, okay?
So that's what happened.
Well, there you have it, because they told me to ask you this question. So
I know, I love it. I think it's amazing. Let me be real. I think it's great.
Well, also we're meeting you as you're like, because I feel like the last 3 years, a lot of the conversation was around the infidelity, you and Martell, co-parenting, and now I feel like this season, at least the last 2 episodes, we're seeing a lot of friendship dynamics, conversations happening. So we're seeing a different conversation, and I think that these are healthy conversations to have. And yeah, and hi Stormy. Stormy is here, and we got
What's up, Storms?
Stormy, we got to meet you today, and tell us about. So Carlos said that he had his eyes on Stormy like for a while, but the timing just didn't work out. and it was just like perfect timing this time around for this upcoming season. But we met her, right? We met Stormy last season. No?
Let me think. Yes, I don't know if it aired or not. Girl, I had a mimosas with Melody event last year. She was one of my panelists there. No, she was one of the speakers that I interviewed. That's what she was.
Do we see her at the house when you did your video?
Yes, the video. There we go. The video. Thank you. My video. I shot my video there. So you saw her there. Then you saw her at the video premiere party when she went into. Thankfully, it was a false labor. Her beautiful chest piece getting here, honey. But yeah. So yeah, you guys did meet her last season.
Yeah, so and then we got to see a little bit more about her. And so there was a question about like because she's coming as your friend. What made you want to have her or like have her join this season?
So I think for Stormy, first of all, I think her personality fits great. You know, I think in this group having strong personalities, straightforward, I think is important. So I felt like she would fit really well. She has an amazing brand that's doing well. That can, you know, this is more exposure to that. And she has an amazing personality and a beautiful family. So, you know, she and I, even before filming, her necessarily filming, we were already building our friendship and kicking it. So, you know, it just really flowed right on in.
Yes, absolutely. She's a boss, babe. Definitely got to see, learn more about her business. And I see that you guys have a lot in common as far as like your e-commerce and being able to get into her hair products, skin products. So love to see that. Stormy, a lot of people have questions for you, so whenever you're ready, we can go live and have a conversation. So tonight's episode that we saw, not only did we get to meet Stormy, we got to meet Kiki. I believe it was Kiki, Tisha's friend. And a lot of the questions that I received was, why invite her if you're not cool with Tisha?
So me and Kiki's relationship has never been through Letitia.
So in the confessional, Kimmy said like everybody's talking about Tisha. Was there something that was cut that we didn't get to see? Okay.
Let me be honest. First of all, it was a lot of stuff that y'all didn't get to see, and it was a lot of fun stuff y'all didn't get to see. Like we literally danced. We had these amazing drinks. We had hot cocoa, went out by the fire pit in my backyard. Like, we had an amazing time. We took pictures all in the little tents that I had throughout the house, you know what I'm saying? Laying in there talking. We had an amazing time. You guys just saw the conversation that was started by the picture that had just, you know, since we all hadn't been together, the picture that was dropped on social media, and that conversation is what's led to the conversation. But it had to be discussed. You know, people, I had already seen Kimmy, but then there were other people who hadn't. So they were like, Kimmy, you look like any girl would be. So what you think about this picture? Like, whoa, you know what I mean? So that conversation, that started, it was had. And, I mean, after that, after it was over, kind of, we went back to having a good time. We had these little games we were doing where you had to have an alter ego pretty much and be somebody else. We had to guess who you were. Like, we had a good time at the pajama party. Y'all just saw the pieces that y'all saw.
Is this, I'm assuming it's going to be like a to be continue. We're going to see more the next episode 3 because I think it ended on.
Oh, okay.
Do you get to watch the episode at the same time we do? But you
we see when y'all say we don't get it beforehand or nothing. Wouldn't that be nice?
Okay, got you. So you get to see the same reaction and have the same emotion, relive the moments.
Yeah.
So this season, are we gonna see you and Martell film together?
No.
Yay.
How have you guys been navigating the co-parenting with everything, especially like the post that he made? Like he posted, deleted, posted again. Like, how has that been?
Child, it's hard when you're on the first floor, honey. Hook-headed is on the first floor, honey. He can't help it.
What is your relationship like now? Maybe that's a good question.
Yeah, that is a good question. We really don't have one. So when I say that, as a woman, let me go here. As a woman, what I will say is, I, for the first time, understand and can feel for people that I've seen and I've known now that I'm here, what it means to have children with someone who is continuously still trying to mentally and emotionally abuse you. So, like, for example, literally, I'll tell anybody, the Kim and Kanye stuff was triggers for me. Because all that little stuff that was happening was, I'm over here feeling like, but that's what I'm saying. I get it. I get changing your number or not having access to my phone, because you'd be surprised the text, just the manipulative tactics, the text and the emails and it's like, dang. So me having children with this person meant that if we didn't work out, it had to be all of this. God dang, it's a lot. It's a lot. So no, they can't get me to feel nothing with him. When I tell you I'm working so hard to have my peace, that's where it is for me. That is where it is for me. And I have a whole new respect for all the women who were in situations and had kids and walked away, because now I see what that walking away looks like as it pertains to that person who didn't think you would walk away or didn't want you to walk away. Them still trying to have a hold on you mentally and emotionally, like just to do stuff, just to mess your day up just because. It ain't bothering them. Just to come at you with stupid stuff just because.
That's that narcissistic supply that narcissists are always looking for. I told y'all about my situation. I saw who my child's father like really was. And, you know, we had one last incident and that was it. I understood the assignment. I understood it was just time to remove him. And when I tell you, it was so liberating and it's been so peaceful. I have not seen that man since 2014. He has not seen his daughter since 2014. I don't play that dumbass shit that he was trying to do. All that shit Martell was doing, that's what he was trying to do, except more than that. And, you know, it's just not even worth it. And I never thought I would be in this place because I was like, damn, I got this baby by this crazy ass man. I'm stuck. No, that's what you tell yourself. That's why I always preach and teach to people. You don't have to put up with people just because of the title they may have in your life, you know. And I know that more than anybody, okay? Because my mother's not in my life. My child's father is not in my life. You know, I done had certain friendships with people and certain romantic relationships that is over. I'm done with the toxicity. I'm done trying to make things work, honey, with people from the first floor, honey. They not on that top floor, honey, like Miss Robinson, and that's okay. Okay, so always, guys, choose peace over anything. Don't get stuck with, oh, but that my brother, that my cousin, that my mother, that person bringing you down, trying to get you to doubt yourself and, you know, just trying to make life a living hell for you and your children or your child. Get away from them. Look, like Phaedra told Apollo, honey, run away from me with this, okay?
Nah, I ain't here for it. Then it's a no for me.
I'm so sorry to hear about the emotional haunting that you're going through.
Girl, you see it on the damn show. What show you watching? We saw it on the damn show. It's ridiculous how he was acting. He even has this manager now that has she has Melody's like name, and he's still he called the lady Mel, and y'all know that's some sick twisted way, honey, for him to keep saying Melody Holt's name, honey. Well, look, Melody Cherie, honey, okay? Them narcissists, honey, they are obsessive, okay? They codependent as hell, too, needy as hell, will blow up that damn phone, they crazy.
Got better. You know why it's gotten a little bit better? What? I had to put those boundaries in place. do that.
Yeah.
So how does it work in communication as far as like with the kiddos, like when you have to exchange?
So we get them from school.
Okay.
Yeah, we get them from school.
You spoke about boundaries. That's something I'm noticing in I think not only this season, but even in the post that you have been making, you've been talking a lot about embracing your emotions and setting boundaries. How has that like helped you in this season of your life?
Oh, it's helped me a lot because let me tell you, girl, people will be trying to do stuff to push you over the edge, okay? And that's just real talk. People literally, people find victims that they want to prey on and they be trying to push you over the edge. So for me, getting in control of my emotions where I can control myself has been super important for me. Super important for me. Because, at one point you guys saw a very reactive me. A very reactive male. It was nothing for me to go live and come at whomever and lay the back straight down front. I could do that now. I choose not to because I chose to get into a place where I control my emotions.
Yeah, that's so true. I was watching the interview that you did with DJ Richie, and you did talk about that because he talked about like, oh, I saw a shift in you this year or this couple of months ago, and I do. You talked about not being able to react like you used to. That has helped you just kind of gain your peace.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, a lot of people are saying you better set those boundaries, girl. There's the no access. Yeah, I mean, that's in any way that you can protect your peace, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm going through the questions, you guys. I believe I'm asking all of the questions. Please stop yelling at me. So what can we expect this upcoming season? Like, what? It feels different.
What y'all gonna say? A whirlwind. That's been my word all week for this season. A whirlwind. As for me, I'm really focused on my grind, doing what I've been doing even when the camera is not here. Okay, focused on me and my children, enjoying life, like enjoying this newfound freedom, like just enjoying myself. And so, of course, when I'm around everybody else, you probably, for me, you're going to see that I'm going to be the person, if we're having a conversation and a question comes up, I'm going to ask the question. And if I feel like asking, I'm going to ask. And if there's a question asked that I don't want to answer, I don't answer. I'm just being male all season long.
And you have a book coming up. What can you tell us about that?
So, God Said Go, the wait is over. I'm releasing it in May. And it really, I have an entire God Said Go merch line.
Come on, girl.
I wasn't even expecting to do that. However, I was on live, being reactive. And somebody was like, you need to get off live, and go pray about it. I said, I did pray about it. And God said go. So, after that, people were like, it's the God Said Go for me. And so I released a merch line like 3 days later, a God Said Go merch line. And so when you talk about God Said Go, that can be in friendships, relationships, business, career, finances, investments. But it's really about the obedience of it and moving forward with whatever that is that God is telling you to go on.
Yeah. So, I love how you're using your story not to only obviously relate to other women, but it's like your healing journey that you're doing to meet like the best version of yourself along the way. And something I could admire, for sure. Let me just go through this one more time to make sure I did not skip. So, Mel has done so many great interviews all this week. That's why you don't see, I'm going to link them all at the end of this interview so you can go and watch and support the other bloggers. Let me just look through this really quickly, Mel, sorry. Okay, I asked all these questions, you guys. If you're just coming in later, I'm going to save this live so you can always go back and rewatch it again. So Melody, if I always wanted to ask you this question, because we get to, again, it's been just a privilege in a way to watch you go through like this. You opened up your life to us, and it's in an unfair way. A lot of us have judged, critiqued, like tapped into tell you what to do with your life. and you are creating your own peace and your own freedom and joy, and you're creating like the life that you want to have. If you can go back and talk to the Melody like from 3 years ago, the one we met, what would you say to her, knowing what you know now?
3 years ago, Mel. Let's see. Stay true to you. Stay true to you. And I say that because I would not change the different emotions, feelings. Like you guys, and that's the thing I think is interesting. You guys have seen me lay it all out on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Seen me be very transparent.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen me talk about stuff that most people would shy away from and wouldn't dare want to talk about. So I feel like I came into this game being transparent.
Mm-hmm.
Me laugh. You've seen me cry. You've seen me receive and accept apologies. You've seen me accept, push gifts and then push a baby out. Like you literally have seen. I think there's some respect that should come with that.
Absolutely.
And the journey that I took with that for me, I wouldn't change because I think everything is what made me the person that I am today.
Yeah.
I had to go through certain things the way I went through them. Again, showing those emotions. If that meant throwing some clothes at you at the minute, that meant going off on you at the minute, whatever it was. And then, now I'm love bombed again and I'm feeling like we're in a good space. You guys saw all of that. But I think every piece.
She said I'm love bombed again. Come on, girl. Look, Melody ain't stupid. She got a hold to your game, hook-headed, okay? That's what them narcissists do, honey. They know how to love bomb you and then still be doing a little sneaky shit. Girl, child.
So that is what made me to be where I am today. To be now super mentally strong, not caring really about what anybody thinks about anything, just being, trusting me.
Yeah.
Again, trusting me. So...
Mm-hmm.
Everything happens for a reason and the way it's supposed to happen.
Yeah, I asked that question because you have a lot of people that truly admire your journey and are always, I'm sure, reaching out to you. But whenever I reshare any of your posts, I always get a message as well saying like, "Oh, I love her, I admire her, like I have gone through something similar." So
that's how my DMs too. And even at times when people on this show, and I say people because multiple, didn't want me addressing or didn't want me being authentic, wanted me to keep stuff behind the door and not, what I'm saying, not talk about it. I was like, no, I'm sorry, but I can't pretend I'm not about to be fake. It's not, this is what it is. This is what it is right now. So, I think, like I said, for me, I made the decision to lay it all out on the table from the beginning, from day one. And I think that's what people love and respect, because it's one thing when you go on television and you're putting on, it's another thing when you go on television and you're being real. And, that's the way I decided to go about it, despite, the people that didn't want me to be honest and to be open.
Yeah, because the truth is very uncomfortable. A lot of the things that you have shared with the world, a lot of us go through, but we are choosing to deal with it in privacy, right? So that's why it gets very uncomfortable to watch it as a viewer, even to see like the truth being broadcasted.
And I told you all that a lot of people be triggered, by these shows, and they will get mad at you if you are on the opposite team of what they believe in, all because they have issues in their relationships that they refuse to deal with. I told y'all it's that same thing with, and I know some of y'all go roll your eyes and suck your teeth, but it's that same thing with Will Smith and Jada. That couple makes people feel uncomfortable. People be triggered. They be like, "Ooh, I don't want to talk about that. I just want to focus on the sunshine and the rainbows and the good times." Okay? No, it's You know, you got to talk about those ups and downs and maybe growing apart from somebody, experiencing maybe new love over here. You know, child, life can be messy, honey. It can be. Okay, we all just trying to figure it out, okay?
Can be very hard to digest it because it's just like, oh, this is too close to home, or like it's too much to watch. But you definitely have put everything on the table, and I think that's why people admire, and you have a huge fan base because of that. One thing I will say is when you gave birth to Sugar Mama, I felt like you gave birth to your new life. Yeah. I feel like that was like the ending and the beginning of like two beautiful journeys.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. I love the way you put it because I often say in my interviews, you know, after I had her, I still remember getting in the shower and I just started to cry. And in that moment, I felt in my spirit, it is finished. And so I knew then, like, whoa. And at that time, there was nothing I knew of that was going on, nothing, but that's what hit my spirit. And I was just in tears. And I knew then if anything transpired that I was going to be out. And so back to trusting yourself, when I walked away, I had no concrete evidence of anything. None. No concrete evidence of anything. But it was along the lines of certain things being said that showed the lack of maturity, the lack of growth. And for me, that was enough. After spiritually being released, getting that moment after having Sugar Mama, it is finished, to still seeing the growth and maturity level and where I needed to be, it was enough for me to pack up my 4 children and set out.
That's right.
My baby was 3 months.
And that baby is so adorable, you guys. Okay, Sugar Mama, beautiful. All the kids are beautiful, but that baby really be smiling. Like, oh my God, her smile is so infectious.
I generally can't imagine. I could not imagine.
Yep, she was 3 months. So, and again, I didn't have any concrete evidence of anything. I hadn't heard anything. It was just the
you don't need to
leaving. What you gone for? We in a pandemic. I got a new baby, so I can't really be out because I got a newborn. Like, what are we doing? And then conversations that just weren't adding up. And so from there, I was like, oh, I'm gonna holler, and that's what it's been.
Yeah. Well, you were able to find your new you and adjust to that. I got this question a couple of times.
What?
Are you going to have your own spin-off show too? Like, are you done with your cast? Like, are you have you outgrown your castmates?
So I know even if I was doing one or not, it's not something I would necessarily be discussing in terms of a spin-off show.
I know.
But y'all's DMs and all of you guys' encouragement about doing one. And in terms of outgrowing my castmates, I don't think that's for me to judge. I'm just being me. I don't know what you guys feel or what y'all see, but I don't think that's for me to judge.
Oh, can you hear me? I think I'm...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, understandable. Love that answer. A lot of people are loving this interview. Yeah, I always want to talk to Melody because I always DM her every time, especially when she's talking about change and embracing emotions, because that's what I love and what I coach about. So it's beautiful to have and connect this conversation with. Someone asked a good question, which is, changing your name, has that affected the sales or of your songs? Because initially the first 2 songs was Melody Holt, right? And then has that affected?
No, not at all. It has not. So, my new song being dropped under Melody Cherie has been fine. Most people that know me through television and through my social media. So they know it's Melody as Holt. For other songs, they know it's Melody Cherie. I'm working on merging all my songs under my new name. So no, it hasn't affected it.
Okay. Well, guys.
Think about it. This song went to number 1 and no other song did. It went to number 3. So if anything, it's been positive.
It has.
I really like the new song, guys. I really do. I love that song, Down. She did a really good job.
Yes, it has.
It's been amazing. I mean, I still can't believe. I feel like I literally am operating as a label. You know,
Is that a thing? Like, are we thinking about signing to a label? Like, are we thinking about signing to a label? Because I know you've been doing things independently. Like, how's that gonna work?
I say stay independent for as long as you can, shit, and then whoever got the best offer after that, you know. But I'm all about being independent because labels, to me, that shit was for in the 90s. You know, a lot of stuff is direct to the consumer, and to me you can handle so much of your business and you get to keep that money and not be paying other people. Okay, that's all a label is there for. They go put money behind it, but you'll have to pay them back, and it's tricky, you know. What do you all think? Put it in the comments.
My team is having some conversations. We just FaceTimed with a VP a week ago. Am I going to go that route? I'm not sure. I do enjoy being an independent artist. You know, I'm not going to move until God say go for me with anything. So it just depends what I feel in my spirit. I tell people all the time, I turned down $40,000 deals because it didn't feel right. If it don't feel right for me, care what it is. If it don't feel right, if it don't hit, my team already knows when I get on some and I've also learned this, and I'll tell y'all this. I know we're about to wrap it up. Learn to get to a place where you don't feel like you have to give people immediate answers.
Ooh, say that again.
Come on, girl.
Learn to get to a place to where you don't feel like you have to give people immediate answers. This is something else that I had to teach myself and learn to do. Because sometimes you're asked something and you feel the pressure to give an answer right away. I'm super comfortable now with saying, you already know you're going to have to give me some time to digest this and let me see how my spirit feeling about this. And my team already knows that, and they know if I come back with it don't feel right, I don't want to do it. They know that that's it. That's what it is. And they know if I'm like, all right, I'm game. I like this. They know I'm going to go full throttle. But I had to teach myself to be like, you know, I'll get back with you.
Does that come with trusting yourself?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I said it's so crazy to me. I feel like God has done everything the way it's needed to be done for me. So that time alone, learning myself, loving myself, learning to trust myself, things being revealed in the isolation, it all happened exactly the way it was supposed to happen.
That's good.
Going back to that conversation with the healing process and being able, sorry you guys, and Mel for keep asking you this question, but like when you were in that space in your life where you had to isolate and like, you know.
Child, the interview cut off, honey, but we done got all the answers, honey, that we needed. Get down in them comments, guys. Let me know what you thought about this here video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.